Welcome everyone to the Your Market April Producer of the Month interview. I'm here with James from Mullion Creek. So James, could you please tell us about how Mullion Creek Farm got started? You moved here back in 2017, got 100 acres, started off with 5 chickens as a gift.
Yep. Yeah, so we started with some sheep. That was the first sort of enterprise we tried on the farm, and we sort of realised fairly quick that the land couldn't really cope too well with the sheep without using a lot of hay and that sort of thing to keep them happy and healthy. And yeah, with our 5 backyard chooks, I sort of started to observe that they had the best grass out of everyone on the farm. So that sort of sparked a bit of an interest to look further into the chickens, and I suppose that's where the idea sort of generated from, was seeing how they were improving their little yard and whether I could do that on a large scale across the farm.
Yeah, brilliant. And so at what point did you look at it and go, oh, this might actually be a business, this might actually be a goer here?
Yeah, it probably wasn't like a one particular conversation. It sort of grew over time. We tried like a smaller version of the chicken caravan, and it worked well, and we've seen some benefits to the pasture where they'd been, so we just decided to go for the big setup and give it a go.
Yeah, brilliant. So when most people think free range when they're at the supermarket, they think something like this. It's hens outside on grass. But what's actually different about how Mullion Creek Farm do your eggs compared to supermarket free range eggs?
Yeah, so free range can just mean that they've got access to outside. Doesn't necessarily have to be that they've got access to grass. Mm-hmm. They can still sort of be in a big barn style setup. So for us, pasture raised is that the hens are always out on grass. They're being moved, rotating through pasture, so they're always on fresh ground. So here we do it once a week, where we move our whole setup to a new spot. Weekly they're on fresh ground. And then so for our size, we run 1,800 hens per hectare. Mm-hmm. That was a bit of a coincidence at the start. Just the size of the netting is 50 metres. So to keep things simple, we went four lots of that netting to make a pen. The coop's designed for 450 hens. Yeah. So that's where our 1,800 hens per hectare come. But we found that's worked fairly well with the rotations that we do through the farm. Mm-hmm. So there's enough time for the ground to recover from where the chickens were.
Yeah, gotcha.
So at the moment, it's sort of 6 to 8 months before they'll come back to this spot here. Mm-hmm. We're finding that works pretty well at the moment.
Yeah, right.
We'll see how that goes.
If a customer cracked open one of your eggs next to a supermarket free-range egg, what is it that they're actually going to see that's going to be different?
So with our eggs, what we like to see is a nice orange, darker colour yolk, mm-hmm. And white that stays together and stands up a bit. Yeah. That's our ideal. With a supermarket egg, they could see something fairly similar to that. With commercial feeds and stuff, they use actual dyes to get that colour.
Wow, right.
Whereas we're sort of relying on green grass, mm-hmm. To sort of give us that colour. And I suppose the other difference is our hens have a lot more diverse sort of diet, because we run 1,800 per hectare. To be free range, you can have up to 10,000 hens per hectare.
Yeah, right.
So with the smaller number, they've got a lot more opportunity for foraging. Eating. They've got more access to grass, bugs, grubs, insects. Just a more diverse diet.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
So a lot of customers are thinking about the egg itself, the taste, the freshness, the nutrition. But you're farming regeneratively, so the land is playing a major role as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what you think the effect the land has on the egg?
Yeah, I think so. Just with the chickens having a more diverse diet, so being able to graze on grass and forage for bugs and grubs and stuff like that. Yeah, just that. I think that definitely impacts the flavour of the egg.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a big difference when you eat an egg that has where a chicken hasn't had access to those things. There's a big difference. It's also a bit of a balancing act for us because if just the seasons, like at the moment it's a bit drier, so our egg yolks will be a bit paler than what they would be in spring, say.
Mm-hmm.
If the chickens are eating, if there's a lot of grass around and the chickens are eating a lot of grass, it can affect the white of the egg as well.
Uh-huh.
So it might be a little bit runnier, and that sort of thing. But yeah, overall, I think definitely the health of the land and what the chickens are eating is how the egg is gonna taste, and just then the nutrients in the egg as well. A more diverse diet, and chickens that don't have that same access.
Yeah, they'll naturally just get more different nutrients and minerals in the egg because they're eating a vast number of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, is there something that you can point to specifically, or is it more of an observation that you have of the chickens and how they're behaving?
Yeah, it's probably more observation.
Mm-hmm.
Just with you can see as soon as we move them onto fresh ground, they all get excited and run out. And they're all foraging around and scratching up the ground.
Yeah.
There may be some measurable things around it, but yeah, it's more observable.
Yeah, brilliant. So, welcome back everyone to part 2 of the Your Market Producer of the Month interview with Mullion Creek Farm. We've had a bit of a technical difficulty, so we are back here on another day. The chickens have moved since the last time we were here, and we're back with a few more questions. So, your hens are out here foraging on pasture, but you also provide them with GMO-free food as well. How much of the nutrients do you think they're getting from the pasture versus GMO-free food? And what was it that you saw in conventional feed that you decided that you just weren't happy with and you decided to go for GMO-free food instead?
Yeah. So majority of their diet still comes from what we feed them.
Mm-hmm.
That can change season to season. Like if there's more grass around, they'll probably eat a bit more grass and that sort of thing. But yeah, so we run the cattle and sheep ahead of them to sort of mow the grass down so it's a better height for the chickens to digest and they can forage easier and that sort of thing. So they're sort of part of the system that way, and they help the cows and sheep because they break the parasite cycles and that sort of thing. And yeah, so as far as the feed goes, ideally we wanted to go organic, but given our size and location, just wasn't viable getting organic food. So the next best option was GMO-free food. So it's just got that reduced chemical input in it, which was important to us and worth the extra money that we pay for it. And I suppose the commercial feeds, just like sort of like the artificial stuff that they add to the yolk colour and that sort of thing is probably what turned us off there.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay. And then, do you think most customers understand the kind of what the chickens are eating will show up in the eggs?
I think most people don't, but I think our customers do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we've got a lot of customers that seek out our produce and they've come looking for us, they've heard from friends and they're interested in doing the right thing for the environment and the right thing for the chicken, and that's what they've sought out to consume with us here.
Yeah, brilliant.
So we're very lucky that way.
Brilliant. Okay, so then could you walk me through the actual timeline that an egg from Mullion Creek takes from being laid to being delivered to someone's doorstep with YourMarket, and what is it that you're looking for in the eggs to know that they're exactly as they should be?
Yeah, so we collect and process eggs every day. So typically with your market customer, it's going to be within a few days. And being local, it's only a quick 20-minute trip into town. So yeah, at worst it's sort of 3 or 4 days sort of thing. But a lot of the time it's from the egg laid the day before, then get them to you and to the customer. And then as far as what we're looking for in an egg is ideally the yolk is nice and a dark orange colour. At the moment they might be a bit more pale with not much green feed around for them. And then the white holds together nicely as well. That's a pretty good indicator of we've got the balance right on the farm.
Brilliant. So most people don't have any idea how old their eggs are when they pick them up from the supermarket. What would you say? What would you think would be maybe the difference between your eggs, which are laid the day before or 2 or 3 days ago, compared to something you might pick up at the supermarket?
Yeah, I think the big difference is obviously transit time. You can't compete with local. We're only 20 minutes from town and they come from here straight to you. And when you're comparing with the supermarket, you don't know the transit time or even the location of the farm. It could be interstate.
Yeah.
And then you don't know how long they've been on the supermarket shelf for either. So definitely transit time and immediate delivery is the big one there.
Far fresher.
Far fresher, yeah.
Brilliant. So for a YourMarket customer subscribing to getting a carton of your eggs week after week, getting farm fresh eggs every week, how does that help you run the farm? Does that consistent demand change anything how you run the farm?
Yeah, so just having that consistency there allows us to plan better. We get a lot less wastage and that sort of thing. We're not trying to be as big as possible, but just trying to do it well and
focus on the quality too. That gives us time to plan for the most important things for the hens rather than not knowing when an order's coming.
Yeah, right. That's brilliant. So it means that you can always make sure that the quality is going to be as high as possible because you know these number of eggs are going out this day.
Yeah. Get fresh egg supply to run. Not getting a big storage of eggs.
Just in time sort of thing.
Yeah,
brilliant. So following up on that, if there was anything that you could say to someone who's on the fence about paying just a little bit more for pasture-raised eggs, what would it be?
Yeah, so I suppose it's not just paying for the egg itself. It's paying for sort of like the system we use and how the hens are treated and the benefits we're trying to have on the farm here. I suppose we're not trying to make the perfect product, but we're just trying to make a better product that is sustainable for the long term.
Brilliant. So that's it. So they're paying, it's only a little bit more, but they're getting so many other benefits out of it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So when you imagine the customer on the other end, the mum putting the eggs on her kid's plate on a Wednesday morning, what do you want them to know about the people behind the eggs?
Yeah, so we're not just a big sort of factory farm, we're a family-run business. We put a lot of time and care into giving the best quality egg that we can and look after the chickens as best we can as well.
Yeah, brilliant. Lastly, is there anything about the farm, about how the chickens live that you wish more customers could see in person?
Yeah, so I think the biggest one is just how the chickens actually live, like out on grass the whole time, and just sort of the space they have. It's a bit hard to sort of conceptualise what that looks like for people, I think. So it's probably one thing that if you could bring that here, so they could see how they actually live.
Yeah, brilliant. I suppose that's the big difference for people that can't see it. The difference is free range is 10,000 per hectare, and you guys have 1,800. So that gives you guys just a number difference, just to put that in perspective from free range to pasture raised. You can just being out here myself from between this time and last time, they've moved and they're obviously so happy and so excited going around their new area. and exploring and foraging and everything. So thank you very much, James and Anna.
Thank you so much,
out.
Will.
And everyone at home, you can jump on to yourmarket.net.au and find Mullion Creek Farms eggs. You can order them one-off or week by subscribe and get week by week or fortnight by fortnight, month by month, whatever works for you. But yeah, jump on there and you can find their amazing pasture-raised free-range eggs for eating the day after they're laid. All right, brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Will. Cheers.